them gin blossoms. That's a gin blossoms, isn't it?
That's right.
Yeah,
I
like to have them
too.
boys on the show again. They were on here, weren't they?
They were on.
Man, they're
on
good.
a couple times.
Coming up later, Salt and Pepper. It's not pepper.
No.
Salt and Pepper.
That's right.
So if you go to the record store tomorrow to buy their album, don't make a fool of yourself by asking for Salt and Pepper. They'll just laugh you right out of the place. Salt and Pepper. Also, Jonathan Solomon will be on the show, and I still have a box of snowballs. Monday on the broadcast, live from Lillehammer, Norway, my mother chatting with Hillary Clinton. You know, a couple of weeks ago, you know, Paul, I like to have the staff dinners every 2 or 3 weeks.
Of course.
Me and various members of the staff go out to a restaurant. We just chat things over and see how things are going, kind of take the temperature of the mood of the staff. And
nice.
Find out about their hopes, their fears, their dreams, their cares, their heartaches, their joys, that sort of thing. We went out to a Japanese restaurant, I think, 2 weeks ago, and the topic of staff nightmares came up. So that's how we spent the evening. Fortunately, we videotaped it. Take a look at this. Me and the staff talking about work-related nightmares. We went a lot of food. We're very, very hungry.
Jeez. Oh, ha, God, what are you trying to...
You don't really care, do you? I'd like some bottled water. Yeah, everybody. And a quart of scotch. All right, we're going to begin here with Christine Schomer.
I'm standing on the street corner outside of work trying to hail a cab. And I'm there for, it's one of those dreams where you're there for hours and hours.
Taxi!
Finally, I see a cab coming, only it's coming straight at me. And you were the driver. It just hits me.
Taxi!
Well, part of that is true. I have a hack license. That's fine. Thank you very much.
It's really nice.
Right after I started working on the show, I dreamed one night that I was dropping my jokes off. And when I came into your office, you and Laurie, your assistant, were sitting in front of your television set, and you were watching soap operas.
I truly believe that it will be best for us.
And sobbing uncontrollably.
When we get back, we'll be happy. I know we will. Could you please come back later?
Kathy?
My story, it's right before a show, and Jane Pauley's on the show, and I have to go and ask her to sign her contract. I open the door and hit her in the head with the door.
James, Kathy.
And knocked her out.
Good, isn't it?
Oh, gee, I got a cramp. Oh, oh.
You know, every time I come to a Japanese restaurant, I like to do my impression of a walrus. Watch this. You ready? Of a walrus.
My nightmare was horrible. It happened when we first started doing the show.
Right.
And I lost the cue cards, and for the opening jokes, and you came out, and I couldn't find them, and it wasn't going very well.
How did the audience go for that?
Well, they started booing you.
Although if I had to, I could do the entire thing without a script or without cue cards.
Definitely.
I could just make it up right out of my head.
Yes.
See? Look at that. Does it put you in the mind of a walrus? Sure, your staff nightmares. Kids, we're going to do another commercial. When we come back, Salt and Pepper. We'll be right back.